I had a question about how I do masking in iColorama, especially with the special brushes such as Script, News, Drips, that um, can be really effective if you can make them larger and if you can keep them oriented as the brushes already are, top to bottom. So here's a picture that I'm going to be working with. So choose the picture and the resolution. Once again, in masking in iColorama, the brushes are relative to the size of the picture. They are not an absolute size. If you go into the brush menu and you pick colorize, or you pick stamped, or you pick artist, those are absolute brushes. You can only make them so large. And they will tend to turn as you brush on in order to give a good brush-like image to it. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to shrink this down. I select the hand icon and then shrink it down. By shrinking the picture down, I can then make the brush larger relative to the size of the picture. I select Presets, Gradient. This puts white over the entire picture. But what I'm wanting to do is mask that out so white is only over a part of the picture. I want the brushes that I'm going to use for my masking, the script brush in this case, to be the white portion and everything else to be the underlying image. So I will invert the mask. Then I will go in and pick my script brush, and I'm going to be picking script number 2, and then I can touch anywhere on the actual picture. And then I have white script over the picture. Now what I need to do is mask it out over the doll itself. And what I'm going to be doing is erasing the mask, erasing the white part from the doll. So first thing I'm going to do is going to bring that back to regular size. I'm going to tap on the hand icon, do a double tap to bring it full screen. Then I'm going to change the brush to erase mode. I'm going to bring the size down, and I'm going to choose a basic brush, a nice soft-edged circular brush, in order to erase that mask over the doll. Just brush, stroke there over the doll. Then my mask is complete. All I have to do is change the opacity of the gradient, the white, to something that's more pleasing to me. This process can be used in many different ways. Let me just show you really quickly where you can mask in grunge to make some damage occur to a photo. Here I've got a photo of a house. What I do then, once again, to set up my mask, it's easiest to do it in preset gradient, because then I can see that entire mask. I'm going to go back in, I'm going to invert the mask, and this time I'm going to change it to a drip type brush. And that first one is fine. I'm going to once again shrink it down some, and then I can touch here and here and get some damage on there. Now what is damage? Damage is usually grunge. Now that I've got the mask in place and it's the white gradient, I can change what that mask is doing to any other of the options up here. So what I'm going to do is change that to grunge. And I can select any of my grunge things. This first one is fine, really, because it's just taking place where that mask is. I can raise the contrast. And to make it really show up. And you can see that there, now we've got drip damage on that picture. I can change the blend mode to hard light to make it a little less harsh. I can really darken it with multiply. So you can see that there are many uses for this masking feature in iColorama, and I hope you have a lot of fun with it.